everybody, how's it going? Stadman coming back at you once again today, and we're going to be talking about some stuff that I got from Amazon. I recently got my Amazon gift card for, I believe it was the month of December, and the month of December wasn't as good as the month of November for me. You remember the month of November was like, I got a huge gift card, and I had a huge haul to show you. This time around it was a little bit less, but it was enough to get me one of my biggest things on my wish list. So I was very happy about that. And I think I should just start with that. I got a bunch of other stuff from Amazon and like one other place. But I'm just going to start off with the Amazon stuff. And I'm going to start off with the big honking thing that I got from Amazon with my gift card. So essentially got it for free, thanks to people like you and my readers on TeenageMutantNinjaTurtles.com. So TeenageMutantNinjaTurtles.com. So thank you very much. If you're curious, I do that all the time. I say the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so frequently and so quickly that I end up just going. It happens to me all the freaking time at this point. That's it. I think it's just it comes with the territory of writing about them all the freaking time. Anyways, the first big thing that I got was yet another awesome set from Mill Creek here, and that is Quantum Leap. This show is practically my Bible, alright? When I think of things that I watched or read or whatever from my youth that shaped the kind of person that I grew up to be, Quantum Leap. Dr. Sam Beckett, that's the person I try to take after the most in my life. I'm not even joking, honestly. If you watch this, he's such a good guy. Does so many good things for so many people selflessly. He doesn't judge people. He's just such an amazing character, and I love him so much. And if you don't know anything about Quantum Leap, holy crap, where have you been? Have you been living under a rock or something? Scott Bakula, the man, plays Dr. Sam Beckett going back in time, and he ends up doing a test with his time machine and discovering that when he does so, he actually ends up just leaping, I guess, his soul essentially kind of leaps into the bodies of a bunch of people who are going through some really hard times, some really big struggles, some of whom may die, some of whom may never be seen again, just crazy stuff. It's kind of like Unsolved Mysteries, except for you got a guy going back in time and solving the mystery and doing something about it. There's like an episode on JFK. There's episodes on a bunch of like historically significant. There's even one episode that I watched during like the time Halloween that stars, or it's not actually Stephen King, but it's about Stephen King. Really cool stuff here, and very glad to finally have this on Blu-ray. You may recall that I have the first 4 seasons on DVD, but I never got to pick up the 5th. So now I have all 5 seasons on Blu-ray. The big thing about this that most people are kind of complaining about or taking issue with is that the first season is so short that instead of putting it on in its own Blu-ray case here, they literally put the first season on this side and the first part of season 2 on this side, and the second part of season 2 carries over on this set. And you got the second part of season 2 and the first part of season 3. It's really weird. I know it's weird, but I'll take it. It's like whatever, as long as I have it on Blu-ray, right? And then same thing, season 3 over here, end of season 3 over here, beginning of season 4 over there, end of season 4, beginning of season 5. Finally, we just have the rest of season 5 right here. As I understand it, because this is a show that I don't think was like shot necessarily, it might have been shot on film, but because of its source, because it's like a late 80s, early 90s kind of sci-fi show that was on like CBS or something like that. I can't remember what channel it was on because I'm a horrible fan. But because of that, a lot of those shows, they didn't really keep them in high quality at the time. They literally just had like broadcast masters on VHS and stuff like that. So actually getting incredible quality from TV shows from that era is fairly difficult to do. So honestly, it's just going to be you're getting the best possible quality by getting it on Blu-ray. That's all this is. It's not going to be mind-blowing, holy crap, this changes everything I knew about Quantum Leap and how good it looks. No, 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 no. You might be just as well off to get the DVD set for all I care. I just wanted to get the Blu-ray set so I could have it in the best possible quality because I love this show. It is a part of me. So, yeah. And then the next thing I got with the rest of the money that I had on the gift card, which wasn't much. I didn't have much money left over on the gift card. The last thing I got here was something I've been wanting in my collection for quite some time, and that is Big Man Japan on DVD. Sadly, I don't think it was ever produced on Blu-ray anywhere. It might have been produced on Blu-ray in like Japan, and then it only has like Japanese audio and Japanese subtitles or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the deal is, but I know that like if you're American, this is essentially it. This is the best one to get. So, yeah, this is a very weird movie, but it's also a love letter to like Super Sentai and Godzilla kind of movies, like kaiju movies and stuff like that. And it's hilarious. It's weird, but it's hilarious. If you can take the weirdness with a grain of salt and just appreciate how funny this is, how crazy it is, like, I like movies like this. It occurs to me there are other movies like Doomsday Book that other people see some of the segments in Doomsday Book and think, God, that was weird. I don't know if I can do that level of weird, right? And I just look at that and I'm like, that's brilliant. That's crazy. That's hilarious. I love it. It's very much the same thing with Big Man Japan. It's crazy. It's hilarious. I love it. And it's also it's kind of poignant as well. My friend Skinslip has a rather interesting take on this that I had never considered. And when I told him I picked this up, he was telling me all about it. And wow, really interesting concept there that I had never considered. But yeah, all about what if kaiju were real? You know, what if the stories of Super Sentai shows were actually real, kind of thing. So it's crazy, it's weird, but it's also fun. It's hard to say. It's just fun. It's really fun to watch. Unfortunately, it's also kind of hard to find, so I had to pay like $7 out of my gift card to get this. I think I paid actually a couple bucks extra because I didn't have enough money to cover it on the gift card. But either way, very happy to finally have that in my collection. Next up from Amazon, I finally picked up American History X, which I have been meaning to get in my collection for quite some time. I've been wanting to watch it ever since, well, quite frankly, ever since Donald Trump got elected, because of all the racial stuff that's been drudged up as a result of that. Not necessarily, I'm not going to blame him for that. I'm just saying that a lot of the people who supported him, a lot of the people who voted for him, are like this, and they felt emboldened, and I don't think you can deny that when you see, like, Jewish cemeteries getting vandalized and stuff. There's some pretty crazy racist stuff happening out there right now, and yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to see this movie. Just, you know, one of those precursors almost to what we're seeing today, I feel like. And yes, I have seen it before. Yes, I know how freaking violent and disturbing it is, but I wanted to see it again. Anyways, next up we have Young Ones. I think I did a review of this, a Netflix Picks review kind of thing of this. It was on Netflix at one point. I do not know if it's on Netflix anymore, but I am happy to have it in my collection now because I freaking loved it when I saw it on Netflix. It is a Western, but it's not just a Western. It's a futuristic Western, if you will, because this takes place in the future. It's almost more like a Mad Max kind of Western, except not nearly as action-packed, you know what I mean? There's not necessarily as much action. This is more about like I would say this is like a neo-revisionist Western. I think that's the term I used originally when I described it too. And it fits very well because it's a revisionist Western, but it's set in the future. So it's neo-revisionist Western. It's crazy, interesting concept that not everybody's going to dig, but I thought it was freaking awesome. And basically it's about this family who's trying to survive in a world where there's very little water left, doing whatever they can to get the water they need. And it has all of these brilliant tropes from Westerns that you've seen in the past, and I absolutely highly recommend this. I got this used for, I think it was like $6, maybe $5 and some change, but either way, it was a fairly decent price, and I didn't want to pass up on it, so I went ahead and picked up this movie on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, there really aren't any big bonus features. It's just a storyboard comparison featurette, and that's it. But I'll take it. Whatever, you know, like, if that's the way they're going to release it, then that's the way they're going to release it. What you going to do? And then last from Amazon, I picked up the third, and I think this is the final DVD set in this collection. I picked up Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Volume 3 on DVD here. I have the first 2 volumes. I did not have the third volume. This was marked down to $6.96 on Amazon, which I would like to pay like $5 for something like this, but I believe $6.96 was actually the lowest it had ever been on Amazon. New, and I kind of wanted to take advantage of that while I could, because like, it's always nice to get the dang thing new when you can, and for a halfway decent price. So $6.96 is a pretty good price for this. I'm not going to turn that down. Maybe it goes down to $5 at some point, or a little bit more than that, or something like that. But this is probably never going to be on the store shelf for less than $5 anywhere that I can think of. So I had to go ahead and pick that up, and I am very happy to finally have this in my collection. Finally have all 3 volumes. If I want to sit down and just watch a whole bunch of Harvey Birdman, I can. From any of the seasons, any of the volumes I want. And then last but not least, I went over to Big Lots, and they really didn't have much, but they did have a few new Blu-rays in stock that they hadn't had before. For those of you who are wondering, who might be considering going out, I think the other titles that I saw were like A Good Day to Die Hard, Rob Roy was there. I can't even remember all of them. I can't remember all. Horton Hears a Who, that was actually a good deal. But anyways, the one that I found that I felt like I should pick up at the price it was at, especially considering it's a Shout Factory release, is Jack and the Cuckoo Heart on Blu-ray for $3. Freaking fantastic price, I have to say. Wow. I was kind of blown away by that price, you know what I mean? Like, it's not every day you see a Shout Factory release for $3. Such a good deal. And I haven't actually seen this yet, but I've heard so many good things about this movie that I really wanted to see it. And for $3, I was not going to pass that up. It's also nice because of the rules for Ryan Chataway's movie marathon, which I will be doing here in the next few weeks. So, one of the rules he has means that I have to find a movie with a title that begins with J. Title that begins with J. Bam! Now I can finally complete that. There wasn't any other J movies that I really wanted to watch in my collection. I guess I had Jarhead, and I got Jurassic Park, and I've got some J movies. I've even got The Jerk, but there wasn't really anything that I felt like watching for this movie marathon. So, hey, this would be a nice little thing to do instead of those other ones. You know what I mean? So yeah, very happy to have this. Finally, I can check it out and see what it's like. I don't remember if this is, who did this movie? Like, I want to say it's done by Leica, but I don't see Leica's signature in here anywhere. It's at least kind of in the Leica style, so kind of cool. I am very interested to see what that looks like. What that movie looks like, I should say. So, yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff, I think. And honestly, like, this is $60. It's $55 to $60. I didn't pay a dime for it. This was $7 and some change. I paid the change, basically. And then $3, $7, $6, and $4 actually. So not bad. Some pretty good prices all around. You just kind of have to look around for them, I think. So very happy about all that stuff. Random selection too, eclectic selection. I gotta say, you got American History X, Young Ones, Harvey Birdman, Jack and the Cuckoo Heart, and Big Man Japan. For such weird stuff that I got this week, I have to admit. But hey, when you find the good prices, you have to get the stuff, even if there's no particular theme to it. So, yeah, I am very happy with all this. I think the first thing I'll probably get into is Quantum Leap. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.